All right, so here we go. Just woke up, got my kids to school, but here we go. This story I only tell like people that I'm close with. I really don't want to. I grew up in a Christian church. My dad grew up as a Baptist member from Alabama. So if you know, you know. And so if you've watched my past life memory video, you would understand what I'm gonna say. But basically, there was a time where I forgot my whole past life. I was just thinking like I was born here. This is this is it. But inside of me was feeling tortured. It was feeling like unhappy, uneased, unbalanced. Yeah. Um, so as a kid, I had these techniques, like these things that I did that no one taught me how to do. It's just like it was a memory. It's like you wake up, you know where your car keys at. You wake up, you know what you want. You're about to go to work. You're about to do this. My memories were like as a kid, basically, it was basically like I knew how to astral project, but I didn't call it astral project. I called it get out the body, get out the body, get out the body, get out the body, get out the body. So I had a technique where you know how you want something really bad and you're like, man, I really, really want that. I really, really want that. I want that car. I really want that. I really want that house. I really, really want that. It'd be the same thing, but I'd be telling myself this while I was asleep. Like, before you drift off to sleep, it'd be like me laying in the bed saying in my mind, get out the body, get out the body, get out the body, get out the body, get out the body. And I had a certain goal inside my mind, what I wanted to do. And basically, once I would get out the body, I would put on a red cape like Superman, and I'd fly first around my room, and I'd look at myself laying down, and then I would fly into my mom and dad room, and I'd fly in there and mess with them. Then I'd just fly around in the living room, fly around the living room, and usually I used to do that all night. But like I said, my memory was like shorted some way. So like okay, so like all right, here we go. So like something bad happened one day, and I didn't really understand good and bad. I didn't understand it at all. So like I said, I had childhood memories. So I remember like any question that you had, it would be answered. So I was asking this question over and over again, and I wasn't getting an answer. So I used a technique to go and get the answer. And I was doing the same thing. Like, why is the world like this? Why is the world like this? And I was doing it over and over and over again till I came back out of my body. I did what I've always naturally done: fly around the room, fly around the room, fly in the living room. But then this time, I don't know. This time was different. Like this time, the human mind was like there with me. Like the human mind was with me, and it gave me suggestions, like basically like, hey, why don't you go out the front door this time instead of stay in the house? And I thought, okay. So I went out the front door. As I go out the front door, I first noticed, like, so when I go out the front door and I look back, I notice my house is like all black. And I'm like, oh man, it's all black. But then when I look forward, it's all black too. And I'm like, oh man, it's all black. So I thought to myself, I could just play in the front yard, you know? And I was thinking like I could just go backwards and I'd be back in my house. So I'm playing, I'm flying around, and I don't see anything. Like it's all black. And it started to get me scared. And I thought, all right, now I want to go home. So I get down to the ground, and while I'm searching for my house, and I got my hands out like this, I'm looking for my house. I want to say for a good like 4 to 7 blocks of like just running, I didn't feel anything. Only thing I could feel was this high grass on my legs because I didn't have shoes on. This high, long grass was on my legs. And I was running scared. So I'm just running straight. I'm trying to hit a tree and I'm going like this, trying to hit a tree. Because first thing I noticed is like, because I started to panic, was like, I can't see a light. There ain't no more light. I can't see the stars. I can't see a street light. Can't see a house light. So I put my hands like this because I thought I was blind. And I can't even see the darkness of my hands over my eyes. So I began to get more scared, and I start running even farther. And I'm like going like this to see if I can hit a tree. And I didn't hit a tree or anything. And I started to get scared. I started to cry out to God. I'm like, God, please help me. I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost. But it's a strange feeling because now I know the extra feeling I was feeling. I was feeling like people around me, but I couldn't see them. Or I didn't hear them, or I didn't touch them. And I was just sitting there crying in the field. This lady came, and I know it was a lady because I'm a man. I know how men feel. And she grabbed my hand. She grabbed my left hand, and her hand felt soft, and it felt motherly, I would say. So she started to pull me, and we go up this hill. And when we go up this hill, like I'm just the whole time I'm praying to God, like, please, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Um, as we go up the hill, I see like a church. I see a church there, a red door, and I see this the red little floor rug that goes all the way down to the altar. And the doors are open, the lights are on inside, the pews are there, and it stretches all the way down. Nobody's inside. But once I go in, the lady lets me, she lets go of my hand, and she's not there no more. So I'm scared again. I'm thinking I'm alone. I run down the pew, and I'm looking at the murals on the windows, and I see Jesus right there. And I go and I start praying to Jesus because that's what I saw as a kid, where like my mom would take me to church and I see the people praying. So I started praying to him, and I'm telling him like, I just want to go home. I'm so scared. I don't know where I'm at. I feel like I'm lost. And all of a sudden, the mural the mirror and the mural, whatever you want to call it, the picture of him starts to break. And this is like the one where Jesus is in the red robe with the lamb. So it starts to break, and as it starts to crack, the window's starting to crack and break. It busts, but when it busts, it doesn't bust forward towards me. It busts like outwardly, and as it does that, a light inside that window opens up, and it starts to suck me inside. But it's like it's like a heavy white light, like a vacuum, and it's just sucking me through, and it's like a tornado. It's just so hard, and it just pulls me inside of it. As it pulls me inside of me, I feel like I lost consciousness a little bit, but I awakened, and I'm like shooting up in space. Like I'm shooting up in space, like I'm laying on my back, and I'm going like this because I'm like going so fast. It's like I'm going like a shooting star. I'm shooting through space, and as I'm shooting through space, there's these colors. Like there's purples and greens and blues and all these beautiful colors. They're all around me, and they're shooting me up. And as I'm traveling through space, I can see the stars around me, and I realized I'm like, how am I breathing? You know, because I was a little nerd. I'm like, I'm in space right now. I'm not supposed to be breathing, you know? And I'm like, I felt comfortable while I was moving like a shooting star, shooting upwards, laying on my back, shooting upwards through space to a point where I'm moving so fast, and then I see all the stars and the little worlds passing me by until I get to a plateau, to a place where it's just like the Matrix, like how when Neo was going into the gun scene, and he went to a room that was all white, and nothing was there, but everything was spaced out white with light in it. So I awakened inside a room, or a world, a place filled with light. And I didn't know where I was at. um, there was like this bright light ahead of me. And all of a sudden I seen like a shadow of a person block out a little piece of the light and ahead of me. And the shadow started to walk closer and closer and closer and closer until I realized it was a person. And when I seen the person, I saw that it was Jesus. It was Jesus Christ. And the first thing we did was lock eyes with each other. And as we were looking eye to eye together, it was just like instant connection of peace. Like my whole body felt peace, and not just my body. And this is what I feel like he was teaching me at the moment, but he was teaching me so much. He was really teaching me a lot. But as a earthly child, I don't believe that they don't teach us everything we're supposed to know. They don't teach us like what we need to know. And the first thing that happened was like he put my body under peace, because he's standing there. Soon he stands right there, I felt peace. I didn't feel no more like fear. I didn't feel scared anymore. My mind wasn't there anymore. My mind was gone. There was no more mind. After feeling peace and just sitting with him, I don't know, it felt like a couple minutes, but we're sitting together, and it felt like we're just like sharing a moment or coming together. And I will describe, his body was like light. Like his body had a light glow to it. Like it was light glowing from his skin. And he was very beautiful. That's one thing I noticed when my mind was there before he looked at me and we locked eyes for this moment. His skin, like he was very beautiful, and his skin glowed like light, like sunlight. Um, while I'm standing there for that minute, he he asks, well, my brain asks me, you know, where were you? Like, where was I prior to coming here? And I remembered the earth, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a bad place, you know. Then I remembered like that people said that, you know, you were God of this earth. So I wanted to ask him questions about the earth, and I continued to ask questions, but he didn't answer me. And like a bad little kid, I continued to ask the same questions over and over and over again, to the point where we broke out of that type of meditation, and he was a little angry at me. He frowned at me. And when he frowned at me, I began, because I was a kid, I got scared. But when he frowned, an eye opened on his head. And when that eye opened on his head, I began to get really scared, because I never understood what did that mean. So I'm definitely scared now. I don't know what is going to happen. I'm just thinking to myself, all right, I'm about to die. And as soon as I came to that understanding that I was going to die, the sun came down. And when the sun came down, it moved so beautifully. Like, it moved with intelligence, it moved with power, it moved just knowing. It was everything. When the sun came down, I knew for a fact, yeah, now I'm really gonna die. So I just closed my eyes and accepted it. And as the sun was coming, it's just like woof, woof. It's just coming straight. It's just boom, it's coming. I closed my eyes. At first, I see it like it's just crashing down, breaking things like a mirror. It broke everything. Like, it smashed through everything, and everything was like glass. It broke everything. But when it came towards me, the first thing I felt was the light enter my feet. The light came through my feet first, and as it was coming through my feet, I felt warmness. I felt love. I felt the light started to enter my feet and come up through my legs, into my stomach, into my heart. And I felt it in my heart. Then it came all the way up inside of my head. And when it came inside of my head, I felt like I knew everything. I felt like me and the light became one. And it was such a beautiful experience. And I've seen some depictions of what I've seen, like that Eddie Murphy, what's his name? Eddie Murphy, yeah, Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child. It depicts some of the things that I've seen. But the one thing with Jesus having a third eye, I've had to learn by myself. I've had to learn through science about the pineal gland. But that's where those Bible verses where Jesus talks about his people not knowing from lack of knowledge. I believe it's true because we don't know. And it's proven where a kid could go and meet the man and not know nothing about him. Oh, and before I got even close to him, when I got to the room of light, I was judged. I was judged when I was flying up on those lights in space. I was shown a big TV in a dark room, and I was judged even as a 5 or 6 year old. I was judged on those things, how to do better. I seen those things. Sorry to go. I missed the part. I had to let you know, but I was judged on some things, even as a 5 or 6 year old, and yeah. But I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, have a good one.